video number 2 of hangings. Here we are again where we've taken the excess bag and we've tacked it in a couple of spots. And Deb's going to show how we sew the hangings now. Underneath any feature like a loop or something, we'll just go back to regular sewing through the top line. She's tacked it in here, and we're going to move backwards, and she's going to go underneath the mesh, and I'll show you how she's doing it. So she's just grabbing the mesh as best she can through a few things. We don't have the rope sewn in yet, I mean the rib. This is just an example. So she's kind of tucking the twines away underneath so they're sort of protected. And now she's passed the loop and she's come to the other side. And then she's going to start with the hangings, and she'll go slow for the first one so you can see how she does it. So yeah, back actually through the same one first, and then we come around. Yeah. And then you're coming under here. So she's passed through the same mesh with a knot again. She's come under it, and she's coming around it, and keep it now outside. Just do everything outside the twine, or like that. Now she's sewing just the top section here, 2 and 5. Skipping every other mesh like we had discussed. And the number 5 one, you're going to come back and go through and around it. Three knots at this point, and then we'll head off to the next one. And then she'll go back through that same hole again and come out underneath. There you go. So there she's coming under the first one, and then she goes start with every 2. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5th one, and around the rope again, and hanging, and ideally a little bit of bag in between there, so we're picking up the bag that's probably lots. It doesn't need to be a lot, but it looks good here. So I'll climb over. So that's how we do hangings, and it's just as quick. Okay, good enough, and we'll just show about the loop you mentioned, the adjustment. That's it. So that's how we do the hangings. We would continue along. When we come to another loop, we just sew underneath it, regular style, just all sewn in there, no problem. But one thing Deb had mentioned here was once the top loop and rope rib is spliced in here, and if the distance isn't right between the marks on the jump fence, you can take the adjustment and move it around a little bit, pull some tension or move things around in this loop to make it right. But this looks pretty good. But you can move a few things to adjust it if you need to. Yeah, just to adjust the rope and extend it longer if you had to have it. So then you're getting a nice bag there. Generally we would sew all this upper section by hand, and only below the waterline loop here we put it on sewing machine again for the ribs. That's it. That's hangings. Nothing too exciting there. And you see there's a bit of bag under each. The mesh isn't torque tight. In each corner it's not headed away. It's not so tight, and there's still bag all the way along here. So that's picking it up nicely. So that's it. Good luck.